Flight schedules around the world were sent into chaos on Friday as Britain's Heathrow Airport was shut after a huge fire at a nearby electrical substation knocked out its power. The blaze also knocked out the area's backup power station, leading to a mass outage at Europe's busiest airport and the world's fifth busiest. Heathrow said it had been due to handle 1,351 flights during the day, flying over 290,000 passengers. Some were left scrambling for alternative travel plans at London's main train stations.
It's my favourite city, but I need to be home.
Heathrow said the airport would be closed until midnight. John Strickland is an independent air transport consultant.
To have it out of action for 24 hours is a massive impact for aviation, massive impact for the UK economy. We see particular impact from long-haul flights which are already on their way to Heathrow and had to divert back to either their points of origin or numerous other airports. So some in the UK, some in Europe, some much further afield.
Industry experts also warned that some passengers forced to land in Europe may have to stay in transit lounges if they lack the visa paperwork to leave the airport. Global flight schedules will also be affected more broadly, as many aircraft will now be out of position. British Airways, the biggest carrier at Heathrow, had 341 flights scheduled to land there on Friday. The chaos hit shares in airlines including BA parent IAG, which dropped over 3% in morning trade. Lufthansa slipped 1.2%, while Air France KLM declined 2%.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty stressed out. Like, I do have animals back home that I need to get to, that I have to make arrangements for someone to look after, since I don't know when I'll be able to get back home. I do have appointments leading up to teaching on Monday, so I'm hoping that I don't have to cancel class on Monday. And I don't want to show up, all frazzled and everything. Like if I get home instead of today, I get home on Sunday or something. So everything's just up in the air. It's pretty stressful. And I'm worried about how much is it going to cost me to fix this, because I don't know if it's going to be fixed for me. I think I'm going to have to pay a lot of money out of pocket today. Yeah, I called my airline. I'm flying Air Canada, but I was on hold for over an hour. I gave up. I've been looking at flights out of other airports in London, but there are not as many options because I think people are scooping them up. Even for flights tomorrow from other airports, they're very, very expensive, like over $1,000, and more than that actually, like up to $2,000 just for this one-way trip. So I'm also looking at flights from airports in other parts of the country, from Bristol or Manchester, and then I'm like, well, how do I get to Manchester? So I'm not sure. I'm thinking I'm just gonna wander around London today. One of the workers here at Paddington said that I was welcome to sleep at Paddington tonight, which I don't want to do.
I mean, stress, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because, we're flying to Minnesota, but our college is in Iowa. So, we're going to fly, to my house in Minnesota, and then we're going to drive back to school. Mm-hmm. So I guess just, having less downtime to be, prepared for school again on Monday.
Yeah, having more of a break, and also we're missing some family celebrations at home.
Yeah, my mom's birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, and so missing that's kind of going to be a pity.
Yeah, we've had a great time here. I mean, in the end, it'll all work out, and I feel like it'll be a funny story to tell, because, our friends at college know, we're going here, so they'll be like, oh, how's it going? And, how was it? And we'll be like, well, it was really fun, but in the end, we had this little slip-up with the cancellation of the flight, but it should all work out and be a funny story to tell.
We definitely want to come back, but
yeah, for sure.
Leaving might have to pick out maybe a different airline or two. But
yeah, or a different airport.
Different airport, yeah.
So we're engaged, and we've had just horrible travel luck, it seems, our whole relationship. So, I don't know, we've had a hurricane out of season, You've gotten very
I've
sick.
gotten sick twice on one trip.
Yeah, interesting taxi drivers and Airbnbs, and yeah.
And now a power.
And now the power outage at the airport. Any recommendations?
Yeah, we need to save some money this leg of our trip, so probably some free museums. I don't know, walking around.
Yes, definitely going back to the museums we missed on the first time through.
And Magdalena, look for the moment.
Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can. 6, 5, 4, 3. I've died alone a long, long time ago.
Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Representative AOC! Are you all ready to rock? Are you all ready to take our country back? We're gonna throw these bums out and fight for the nation we deserve. This isn't just about Republicans either. We need a Democratic Party that fights harder for us too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are here because an extreme concentration of power and corruption is taking over this country like never before. But we are also here because we know that a better world is possible. Donald Trump does see the immense pressure that working people are under. But his answer to that pressure is an America that operates on a logic of every man for himself. And I do say every man for himself because he sure doesn't believe in women's rights. When we come out, everybody, Senator Bernie Sanders.
This is an unbelievable turnout, and I think we got many thousands of people outside. We have a message for Mr. Trump. And that is, we will not allow you to move this country into an oligarchy. We're not going to allow you and your friend Mr. Musk and the other billionaires to wreak havoc on the working families of this country. No, you're not going to destroy Social Security. You're not going to destroy Medicaid. You're not going to destroy the Veterans Administration. And I'll tell you what else you're not going to do. We're not going to let you undermine the democracy that men and women in this country have fought and died for. You know who the biggest criminals are in this country? They are the CEOs of major corporations who are robbing us every single day. We know that if we stand together and we don't let them divide us up by the color of our skin, where we were born, our religion, our sexual orientation, if we stand together, we can not only defeat Trumpism, but we can create the kind of great nation we know that we can become. Thank you all very much.
When the one that left us here,
thank you,
returns for us. We are but in moments of light, fading in